everybody, and welcome to the Grand Prix of Detroit for the 2021 Chevrolet Grand Prix of Detroit here for the NTT Data IndyCar Series. After the Indy 500, we're moving back to Belle Isle for the first time since 2019. We race here, and what a race it's looking to be. This track is tough, it's demanding, it's exciting. Let's get straight into the action and what happened with the highlights from the race. So it's the first race for the 2021 Detroit Grand Prix for the NTT IndyCar Data Series, and this is how they line up on the grid. Pato O'Ward on pole position. Alongside him is Alexander Rossi. And then we get Romain Grosjean starting P3. Alongside him is Ed Jones. Then followed down the list with Joseph Newgarden, Colton Herta, Will Power, Ryan Hunter-Reay. Drop down Simon Pagenaud, Sebastian Bourdais, Scott Dixon. Then followed by Venus VK, James Hinchcliffe, Felix Rosenquist, Marcus Ericsson, Takuma Sato, Connor Daly, alongside Max Chilton, Jack Harvey, Graham Rahal, along to his Santino Ferrucci, Jimmy Johnson, Scott McLaughlin, Dalton Kelly and Alex Palou. Right at the back, we are coming to the green lights. So they are coming up then to take the green flag, and the countdown will begin. A 70-lap race ahead of us on the streets of Detroit. After a year away, we are back in business. Out of the last couple of corners, Pato O'Ward will lead them to the green flag. We've had the month of May, now it's time to get back to street course racing, to return to the IndyCar famous of Detroit. We are green now! The green flag flies, we are underway. Good start from O'Ward. Immediately further back, Simon Pagenaud going side by side with Ryan Hunter-Reay. Not paying off there. Newgarden getting involved further back as well. Rosenquist up there with Bourdais as well. Clean start from everyone there round turn 1 and 2. Nobody going for a move left or right. They're now saying that, diving on the inside. And that was Romain Grosjean keeping by Ed Jones as Pagenaud goes to the inside of Ryan Hunter-Reay. All getting through cleanly down in turn 4 and 5. And Pagenaud still holding off from the back of Ryan Hunter-Reay in the DHL car at the moment with the Pride livery. Everyone's still circulating now around the back half of the track. The first of 70 laps here at Detroit. We're on board with Rosenquist holding back. Pagenaud goes ahead. And now we're seeing what looks like Colton Herta attacking Ed Jones. Meantime, further back as well, Sato holding off as well. Sato holding off with James Hinchcliffe. Dust being kicked up everywhere on this first lap. Still side by side, Sato trying to get past Hinchcliffe and Ericsson. He's got ahead now as well. So good start so far. Clean start seems to be the running order as we're about to complete the first of 70 laps ahead of us here at the Grand Prix of Detroit. The first of 2 races on the Belle Isle Street Circuit here. And it is Pato O'Ward leading from Rossi, Grosjean, Ed Jones across the line as well as we start lap 2, 69 laps to go. And so far, so good. It's been quite an interesting movement, quite an interesting situation, but the green flag is out, the race is go, and everybody getting away cleanly so far. 69 to go. O'Ward, Rossi leads from Grosjean, Jones, Newgarden, Herta. Power, Hunter-Reay, Pagenaud, Bourdais, Dixon, VK, diving up the inside there. Sato going on Ericsson down at turn 4, gets the move done. Lovely move as well. And, he tried to come back at him, but Sato and Newgarden have dropped it now. Good. Let's have a look at the replay at the start as well, inside by side. Great start from O'Ward, defending the inside line from Rossi as well. Pagenaud got up the inside of Hunter-Reay, as I said. Colton Herta and Dalton Kelly almost came together and putting it into the wall. But a clean start from everybody here at Detroit. And into the pit lane, Ryan Hunter-Reay, Venus VK, Jack Harvey and Scott McLaughlin all decided to box very early, which is quite surprising as well. Let's see what tyres are going on. Primes for Hunter-Reay. Everyone else trying to get off the alternate. Looks like they're all putting on the primary tyres then. None of them want to have that type of manoeuvre going for them once again. So it's primaries going on up and down the field. O'Ward leads. Rossi, Grosjean, Jones as well. Problem for the number 3 of Scott McLaughlin. Long hold at the back. It didn't look like there was a real problem with the tyre. So a long hold at the back, and that cost them quite a bit of running. Lap 3. And Pato O'Ward pits, Pato O'Ward down pit road, so that gives Rossi the lead of the race. Nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, wants to run on these option red sticker tyres. Everybody diving down straight away into the pit lane for the primary black wall tyres. So already then, this is going to create a bit of a division as everybody just circulates out there on the track right now. Rossi now leads from Grosjean, 2.8 seconds the gap. Then Ed Jones, Colton Herta, Will Power into P5 as well, and 4 laps completed. Connor Daly down in pit road as well, as you can see on the monitor just here, as everybody just circulating, just keeping calm and pushing these alternate red wall tyres as much as they can go. Everybody wants in that pit lane to put on the black tyres. Herta and Newgarden now coming out of the pit lane together. They've changed as well. They're side by side down towards turn 4. Herta trying to go around the outside. Newgarden holding the inside line. And Herta backs out of it. Tries to get the cut back. Newgarden goes a little bit sideways, sliding. Still holds it back. Herta tries to go to the inside. Now he's sliding. And nearly into the wall goes Newgarden. Newgarden sliding in the rear as well. There's a problem. There's a problem for Newgarden. It doesn't look like it. It sounds like he can't get in gear. What has happened? So the left rear is dancing around and it seems like it's stuck. That they can't. Oh, look like they've got a broken toe link. Out goes Newgarden. Is this going to bring out a caution already? On lap 5 of 70 as Rossi dives to the pit lane. Grosjean takes the lead here at Detroit. Bourdais pits as well. So this is your race leader down pit road. Alexander Rossi, all 4 tyres, primary goes on. Long fuel, problem in the rear, problem rear right, getting out of there just in time. Bourdais going through as well. And who's out down in the back of the pit lane? It's Ryan Hunter-Reay for a second stop today. So Rossi stopping twice in 6 laps. Very, very bizarre. And I think they've switched the engine off. So drama at Andretti Autosport for Ryan Hunter-Reay. Yeah, Hunter-Reay definitely in trouble now. They're working on the rear left suspension and the engine too, so that's even worse. Left toe link gone. He's hit the wall. And that's the same as I think what's happened to Newgarden. So both could be out with the same issue. Simulations out here at the moment now for tyres. This is Ryan Hunter-Reay. Did he hit the wall? Yes, exactly the same as Joseph Newgarden. Little kiss at the same corner, turn 4. Wow, same as Newgarden. Simulations, similar problems, and suspension gone, puncture gone as well. Wheels gone. The rear wheel's gone. The whole rear wheel has gone. So where's the left rear on the track? Why hasn't this triggered a caution? If that tyre is off in the middle of the track, why haven't we got a caution out there? As Grosjean comes down pit road for Delcoin Racing, Ed Jones takes the lead from Will Power, Simon Pagenaud, and no sign at the moment of anyone changing tyre. That's very, very bizarre. I'm surprised that they haven't thrown a caution. Let's take another look at it. And this is where's the tyre? Oh, he's gone off the escape road. So he's gone the offshoot down the back straightaway, and that's where it's gone. And the tyre hit the Yamaha safety truck out there as well. So better that it's out the way. Newgarden back in the race then, down in 23rd place. Hunter-Reay still down pit road, lap 7. And Will Power dives up the inside and takes the lead of the race away from Ed Jones. Now we've got Pagenaud running down the order. Sato to 3rd. Dixon's gone through as well. Pagenaud down to 5th place. They're all getting up there as well, trying to find the right braking manoeuvres. It's not working, and diving up the inside. And Sato takes 2nd. And now look at this. We're seeing Ed Jones dropping down. Dixon goes to 3rd as well. All these guys trying to change positions. It's Jones, Power, Pagenaud, Sato, Dixon. At the moment, if that computer graphic is correct, I think it is. Power. No, it's not. Power leads Sato, Dixon, Jones, and Pagenaud P5. Lap 9 of 70 here at the Grand Prix of Detroit. Power leads by just over a second to, if I get this right as well, Sato, Dixon, Jones, Pagenaud. But then we got Rosenquist, Hinchcliffe, Ericsson, Ferrucci, Rahal, all sort of crammed right up together as well as they try desperately to keep in this sort of system of How long can we stay out on the track? It's everyone down to looking in the order as well. Got side-by-side action further back as well. As diving up the inside, Pato O'Ward trying to go for a move on the inside. Meantime, further back as well, Alexander Rossi doing the same thing. Rossi passing Herta and O'Ward passing Palou further back as well. So one over each other at the moment. It seems to be quite good, but it's Power leading the way. He's run 9 laps so far on these tyres. Dixon dives to the inside down towards turn 1 and gets past on Takuma Sato. Nice move into turn 1, very late on the brakes and just slid through. Very, very nice. Jimmy Johnson dives down pit lane then to get off those alternate tyres. Jimmy Johnson down in the pit lane. All 4 wheels have been changed. However, they've turned the engine off as they've got something wrong with the throttle pedal, so they can't send him back out there in reliability as well. But behind Simon Pagenaud, we have got a long train of cars, beginning with Pagenaud, Ericsson, Ferrucci, Rahal, Chilton, Palou, O'Ward, Rossi and Herta, all sort of chained up together. Who's actually behind Herta? Harvey. I think Harvey's just about off that pace as well, 2 seconds off, so it is actually the last one would be VK up the inside. Rossi makes the move and gets ahead of Pato O'Ward. The drivers who've started first and second in this race slip through the inside of each other. Very nicely done. And Scott Dixon dives up the inside, takes the lead now from Will Power. So they get that little position change as well. Very nicely done from everybody so far here today. We've got side-by-side action everywhere. Rossi trying to go on the inside now. Straight up on Rahal. Gets through as well. Meantime, further back as well, we're seeing Palou, O'Ward, Chilton and Herta all sort of battling together as well. And look at this as well. Rossi now trying to go round the outside of Ed Jones. Not paying off there either. Jones is sliding everywhere. And now we've got Rossi really on the attack. Trying to pull to the inside line. Does so. Side-by-side through the kick as well. Herta trying to hold him down as well. Oh, that's going to be contact. How was it not? Rossi passes Jones. Herta was under attack from Palou as well. Further back, they too, side by side. Herta drops back. O'Ward holds through. And now everyone's starting to slide out there on these grips as well. And that, very nearly, Pato O'Ward sliding into the back of one of his rivals as well. Looking at the Lord, that's Alex Palou just ahead of him. What a dramatic little change around we've had. It's lap 14 of 70, 57 laps to go in this race. And everyone holding to the inside, diving on the inside. There's the McLaren. And that is a brilliant move. So O'Ward now passes Palou straight on the inside, on the right, down in towards turn 1. Now we're seeing as well the little move. Ed Jones going to be passed by Rahal. Rahal sending around the outside. O'Ward dives on the inside, gets through. Colton Herta goes through as well. On the inside of Palou. Herta passes Palou as well. They're all starting to fall down the order now. Chilton in trouble as well. VK goes through. Chilton down back now to 16th place. They're all swapping and changing positions. Grosjean involved in this little battle as well. It's only the 14th lap. And Pack racing on the streets of Detroit. Yes, please. Fantastic action we've got here. Trying to hold it through. Side by side so far. And this is all side by side again. Chilton almost losing out to Bourdais. Dixon leads from Power, Sato, Rosenquist. Jimmy Johnson still in the pit lane. Hunter Ray is 6 laps down, but has now gone back out onto the track, which is great news. He can continue in this race. Everyone still circulating for a time. Very dangerous as well to hold them out there. And looking at the inside again, down towards turn 1, making him further back as well. That's very late as well. Bourdais passes Chilton. Right-hand side, inside line into turn 1, gets ahead. So now that puts Bourdais to 16th, Chilton down into 17th place as well. Dive bomb moves once again from the front of the field. Very exciting running here at the Grand Prix of Detroit. And diving down pit road, Marcus Ericsson running in 13th place. Takes off the sticker reds, puts on the black primary wall tyres. Chilton pits as well. Jimmy Johnson still stuck right at the back as well. Stuck in the pit lane as well. It's lap 20 of 70 here. 51 laps to go, as you can see above me. And everyone's still trying to hurry it up as much as they can. What a great run we're having so far as well. Dixon, Power, Hinchcliffe, Pagano, Ferrucci, Rossi, Rahal, O'Ward, Herter, Palou, top 10. Battling side by side now. So this field slightly here for Pato O'Ward, who is sliding as he comes around the fountain area of the track at the back of the golf course here at Detroit. The Belle Isle Street Circuit here. One of my favourites on the calendar to have a Grand Prix in Detroit. Okay, down pit road now is Will Power. Fastest in the practice sessions as well, but he was not happy out there on the track. And he was annoyed by being blocked several times as well. Let's see what he can do. Takes off the red primaries, puts on black wall. Sorry, red alternate takes off. Black primaries he puts on. And Power now leaves pit road. So that's going to drop him down at least to third place. He's got enough gap to him and Pagano out there. But not bad at the moment then here. Lap 21 of 70. Dixon, Hinchcliffe, Pagano, Ferrucci, and Alexander Rossi, the top 5 on lap 21 of 70. Puncture, Max Chilton, rear left, rear left puncture. So, it confused you because we're on the alternate side of the pit lane watching on. But rear left puncture for Max Chilton. It sounds like they've turned the engine off as well, actually, on the back. So, that's not great news. So, Chilton now in the puncture. Newgarden does the fastest lap on a 1:17.686. That puts VK and Chilton into the pit lane as well. Lots of people trying to focus exactly what's going to happen in the remainder of this race. Pagano leaves now. Double-laned pit lane here. And Chilton in a lot of trouble at the moment as they try and get out. Venus VK now also down in the pit lane. All 4 wheels changed. And a lot of fuel put in as well, actually. That's going to drop him down the order. Chilton, though, looks stuck. So he's definitely going to go a lap down, as well as Ryan Hunter-Ray is 4 laps down and Jimmy Johnson is 5 laps down at the moment. So take with that as you will. Lap 22 of 70 here. Cars circulating. There's the McLaren of Pato O'Ward still circulating. And the second McLaren, Felix Rosencrest, running P11. He's got, a 2-second gap to VK behind him. And that's sort of where this battle will be dropping down as well. Hinchcliffe down to P2. He's 11 seconds off the back of Dixon. Could still make a charge, though, late on in this race. McLaughlin down in 20th as well. Jimmy Johnson 25th. Ferrucci and Rossi, fastest laps of the race as well. New personal bests out there on the circuit. Bourdais looking quick in the previous running and has done a 1:17.752. So far, I think that's the fastest lap of the race so far. No, Newgarden 1:17. Oh no, Palou 1:17.639 now with the fastest lap of the race so far. Sato to 14th. So, still got to try and see what's going to happen next and hold out on this track. It's race 1 here at the Grand Prix of Detroit. On board with Ryan Hunter-Ray then, still running around, and Hunter-Ray down in there as Daly pits. Connor Daly now, I think is coming down pit road. He is indeed. So Daly now into the pit lane on the 24th lap, I think for his second stop of the afternoon. Yep, his second stop of the day. So Daly's now going to drop behind VK Jones, Harvey Grosjean, all that battle at the back. And where is Ryan Hunter-Ray? Now 24th place as well on the back. He is 2 laps down on the rest of the field. So something's happened. Oh my word! We have got a big accident. And it's one of the McLarens. It's Felix Rosenquist. He has gone up onto the tyres and he is moving in the cockpit, which is great to see. But that is a nasty, oh my word, that is a nasty accident. It's broken the concrete wall. He's broken the border. This will have to be a red flag. The catch fencing's damaged. The concrete wall's damaged. The tyres are up there as well. This will be a red flag for sure. That's a very heavy accident for Felix Rosenquist as well. He's sort of gone straight into the wall. He's been launched up on the tyres, and it sort of brought them up towards the aero screen. So the safety team is there. They'll help him out. We saw him moving. The helmet was up. The hands were in his eyes as well. He was moving around. He hasn't lost consciousness, which is great news. We can still see him now. I hope he's okay because he's gone in straight with his legs as well. So I don't want to see an ankle damage or broken leg or anything like that. Let's see what happened then. Coming straight through. Oh, my word. It's gone straight. That car, let's listen on board. Give us a second. So lifts out the corner. The throttle's stuck. The throttle is stuck open. He's gone flat out through turn 11, it looks like, and he's gone flat out into the wall. So he's downshifted, what it sounded like, tried to turn in the corner, lift off the accelerator, but the throttle's got stuck down and straight off into the wall. And that is a heavy, heavy stop. That's 160 miles an hour to bang into the concrete wall. It's broken the concrete wall. It's broken the catch fence. The tyres have come over. This will be a red flag. And now all attention turns to Felix Rosenqvist. He's conscious. We've seen that. That is the best news of all. That Felix Rosenqvist is conscious. But now we worry about if his legs are okay, his ankles, if they're okay. They're going to take their time to extract him now. And the track in an absolute mess as well. I'm surprised. This will be, unlike where we had a false red flag a couple of weeks ago back at Texas, this definitely will be a red flag. And this will be a lengthy red flag as well to fix everything out on this track because the concrete wall's been smashed open, the catch fencing's been broke, the tyre wall's damaged as well. There's 4 layers of tyre wall there to stop you going into the concrete wall, and Rosenqvist has gone straight through them into the concrete wall, and it's all been lifted up by the tyres as well. So it's lap 26 or 70. We're under the safety car at the moment. The full course caution is out, but we are expecting this race to be red flagged immediately. They're just having to bunch everybody up together so they can bring them into pit lane safely. But that is a nasty accident. It's a scary accident as well. The medical teams are there as well, doing their best to give medical help to Felix Rosenqvist and extract him from the car. That is a very scary accident. As the ambulance has now come onto the track as well, we have got, I think, a red flag being prepared at the start line. With 45 laps to go, we'll wait until that red comes out and the session will be stopped. But Rosenqvist now, loads of doctors around him, and I really do hope that his legs are okay and his ankle is okay as well, and just there's nothing broken and he can get out of the car himself. He's conscious, we've seen that, He's awake, he's conscious, but in terms of if there's anything damaged after that type of accident, you can see 44 laps to go. Why haven't we got the red flag out? This is a very bizarre situation. They haven't stopped the race immediately. I am very strange about this that they haven't stopped it. But so the throttle was stuck. And they're desperately now trying to get in there because the car is at a 90-degree angle upwards almost. It's actually looking at it, let's get the acute angle. It's probably about a 75-degree angle because it's gone straight up over the tyres and sort of into the wall and bounced back. And I'm glad that Felix is alert, he's awake. And it's alert, but I'm very worried that of all this. And they've got to stop this race now because they've got the drivers still circulating. They need to get the medical helicopter here. They need to get the ambulances here. There's already there's 2 AMR safety trucks here. There's an ambulance on site as well. The doctors are going to be there. We've got everyone there that needs to be. Red flag has now come out. So the first race this year that has been necessary to stop this race. We've had numerous cautions. We've had almost a red flag when the track got blocked back at Texas, but the red flag is now out here at the Chevrolet Detroit Grand Prix Race 1, and that is the action very much understandably stopped for now out on the track. They have got to replace 4 layers of tyres. They've got to replace the concrete wall. They've got to replace the catch fencing as well. But most importantly of all, they've got to extract and give the right medical attention to Felix Rosenqvist now out on that track. Red flag out here at Detroit, lap 27 of 70, with a big accident for Felix Rosenquist, what sounded like a stuck throttle. And now the whole field being brought down pit road, and they will stop on the track, and that will be racing done for the time, a considerable time as well. This race is not going to restart as quickly as we thought it might do. So, the medical team are now doing their best to extract Felix Rosenquist from the car, as the Chevrolet pace car will bring them in and stop behind on the pit lane too. And there's, official now, we've gone to red flag on lap 28 now of 70. But we're understanding that Rosenquist is actually in immense pain out there on the track as well. So must be something damaged then for Rosenquist, which is the worst news of all. So we'll duck away during this red flag period and bring you updates when we need to. Red flag out here at Detroit at 28 of 70. And hopefully Rosenquist, who we've seen is alert and awake. We hope he's not in too much pain, nothing's damaged, and we can get him to the hospital as soon as possible. Red flag then here at the Grand Prix of Detroit on the 28th lap of this race, as they desperately try to get to him now to extract him from the car and give him the attention he needs. We'll step away from Detroit. So Felix Rosenquist has been extracted from the car. The fans have cheered that he has been removed, and the ASMR safety team have done an amazing job here to get him out. So now Rosenquist will be rushed to the medical centre, then to hospital, surely, after an accident like that, to get him repaired. And now he's out. We knew he was awake and alert. We wait on more news into what his injuries are, if any. And now we will wait for the restart, which could take a long, long time. But please keep your fingers crossed for Felix Rosenquist. Still under red flag here at Detroit. And we will be for a while, I reckon. Okay, we've got a great update then from Felix Rosenquist at the moment as well. He has been taken to the medical centre and to the local hospital. He looks okay, which is great news. He never lost consciousness once. He has lost no feeling in anything part of his body, which is great news. He's going to be taken down to the local imaging scanner at another hospital and just checking him over. And it looks like he's going to be okay, which is top dollar news. Now, attention turns to rebuilding the track, which is, I look now on my monitor, they've got the forklifts out there, they're removing the concrete slabs that have been damaged, and then they'll repair the Tech Pro, repair the tire wall, but it's nowhere near done yet, at least another hour. So we've just been given the signal. We have less than 10 minutes to go until the race will restart here for the Chevrolet Detroit Grand Prix. We've been under red flag for over an hour. Now, due to the horrible accident for Felix Rosenquist, we understand he's okay. He's been taken for some more checks, but the race is about to restart, and we're going to have to fade graphics because our graphics have crashed. So we're about to get ready, all set then for the last race procedure to restart. Let's go racing. Lap 28 of 70, not even a half distance. Let's go racing again. The red flag has been out then for over an hour. We have now gone into the procedure where the race is going to restart. Lap 28 of 70. That is the current command waiting to be given. And when we come around next time, it'll be green again for race 1 here at Detroit. And the command to refire engines is given after 1 hour and 15 minutes. We are going to get restarted now for the 2021 Detroit Grand Prix. Let's go racing, because let me tell you, it has been an awful long time to get this one sorted and to get it running again. And this is going to mean an awful lot. Let's go. And we're underway. the pace car leads the field back out here onto the Belle Isle Street Circuit after an hour and 15-minute red flag period. The IndyCar race can now finally resume. So let's go racing. Everyone getting out there on the track. Lap 28 of 70. We'll restart lap 29 of 70 and we'll get this race go again. Dixon, Hinchcliffe, Ferrucci, Rossi, Rahal, O'Ward, Herta, Palou, Bourdais, Power, Ericsson, Sato, Pagenaud, VK and Jones. The current running order. And the race is back underway, and they're coming round then to complete the first lap under the caution, and everybody is filing into the pit lane. Dixon pits as well. Everybody, as you can see, changing positions. Power now goes to the lead of the board as everyone in Rahal, Herta, Palou, Dixon, Hinchcliffe, everybody down as well. Johnson's still in the pit lane. He's come back in after they've had to take it behind the wall as well. Cars coming out left, right and centre as well. Almost created drama. 3 abreast of pit road as well. My goodness me, that's tight. And the slight contact as well. Right at the exit. Think that was Sato, McLaughlin, Dixon, all in the way as well. How did they all get through that one safely? Wow! So pit stops complete. Power leads. Ericsson, Sato, Pagenaud, VK. So here's a replay coming out of the pit lane. Herta hitting the side of Graham Rahal with Pato O'Ward and Alexander Rossi in there as well. They are all so close together. It's unbelievable. Wow! So, after an hour and a half we have spent into a red flag procedure under a caution, it is time to get the Grand Prix of Detroit restarted. Lap 32 of 70 will be the green flag. We've got Will Power inheriting pole position. Alongside him, Marcus Ericsson. From Sato, Pagenaud, VK, the top 5. We've had to change our graphics in order to match. As we come out of the last corner, the restart can begin. The green flag is in the air, and we are go again here at the Grand Prix of Detroit. Power gets it away well. Ericsson following suit, holding off just from Sato. Pagenaud and VK almost coming together as well. Clean start from everyone as they head down towards turn 3 and 4 for the first time. Pagenaud going defensive to the inside line. VK trying to send it around the outside, not going to pay off just there. We've got numerous cars further back. Dixon coming under pressure with McLaughlin. They made contact. McLaughlin almost going sideways as well. Pato O'Ward side by side with Alexander Rossi. Rossi sending the car to the outside. And Pato O'Ward trying to go through to the inside again down turns 6 and 7. Didn't pay off. Great restart for everyone. A clean restart for everyone as well. As O'Ward sends it out the inside of Rahal with a great little manoeuvre and does an ace move. And now Pagenaud side by side with Harvey as well. As he gets dropped back, Dixon goes forward as well. 3 abreast further back as well. And getting through all of that was Scott McLaughlin. Grosjean to P7 as well. McLaughlin to P11. O'Ward down into 12th. Got ahead though of Graham Rahal. Everyone just desperately trying to hold position out there. Colton Herta getting into a little bit of a slide as well with James Hinchcliffe just behind him. Dixon comes to the inside as well to try and get past Harvey. Does so. Down into the penultimate corner. Dixon moves up into 8th place. Harvey drops down into P9 at the moment. Green flag out here as we start the 33rd lap as well, as now we get Herta looking to the inside of Rahal as we cross the control line. Back down towards turn 1. That reminds me so much of St. Petersburg. Keeps it flying as well. And what a great close restart we've had here as well as we approach half distance of the Grand Prix of Detroit Race 1. Everyone's been super careful. Everyone's been fantastic. It's such a delight to see on the 33rd lap as well. We are restarted as Bourdais sends it up the inside as well of Alex Palou. Gets ahead, going quite nice. All the other cars now just beginning to punch their way through the field. Rossi trying to go through now on Colton Herta. Herta tried to get through on Rahal. McLaughlin has let Pato O'Ward through, so O'Ward has gone up into 11th place again. McLaughlin holding positions further back as well. They're all so desperate at the moment to try and hold their advantage, try and keep their advantage. It's not paying off at the moment, and they're all getting caught up now in traffic as O'Ward gets past Daly for 10th place as well. So it's all starting to come to him at least. Grosjean in the pit lane. Grosjean has got damage. He has a front right puncture. So Grosjean now is going to drop right down the field, and that is such a disappointment. He was quite high up there as well. So another slap in the face. So right front, going to get a new changeover for wheels as well. It goes over to the black primaries. VK goes to third. VK has passed Sato. So VK now getting ahead of Takuma Sato. Ferrucci getting ahead of Bourdais as well. Nice little start around here. Good stuff. And Sato has been given the penalty. That's why VK has gone over to third place. Sato has been demoted 1 place by the race stewards. That's why VK's gone over to third place. And now he's right with Ericsson and he's right with Power as well. This is going to be another close fight throughout the rest of race 1 here at Detroit. Power defends the inside line. Ericsson trying to get through wherever he can find as well. Not paying off. VK closing up once again on this little battle. They are so close at the moment between them. Top 3 now holding up actually because Sato is coming back to the battle and he's bringing Jones Dixon with him as well. So Power has got a choice to make. Can he hold off VK for a time? And Ericsson now trying to hold off as well the other Swede, Venus VK. It's all go here at Detroit. 37-70. Past half distance. O'Ward looking to the inside and Dixon puts him almost towards the wall. Dixon really holding there towards the wall as well. And this is all over 6th place. O'Ward now really angry. Going to try and find out any which way to go round the outside. I still don't think he's paying him off exactly how he needs to. O'Ward getting very close. That was into the last little kink at the last corner. Dixon closed the door on him. And literally O'Ward had to back out massively until it was a bang into the wall. Wow. O'Ward trying to go for another run on Dixon down towards turn 1, launches up the inside, breaks lane, goes through, and that is O'Ward back up into 6th place. Dixon down into 7th. A wonderful little game there of slipstreaming between the two of them, just setting up the inside. Beautifully done. Now Dixon's under pressure from Pagano as well in the high-vis yellow. Penske as well out there, and it's still not enough. So Pagano holds back. Dixon just holds 7th place at the moment. Right now we are on at the moment for a 7th different winner in the 7th different race. Cars coming down pit lane then as well. Hinchcliffe involved. A little bit of a slow stop going on here as well. Can't see who for just at the moment because it's not giving us the correct one. It was James Hinchcliffe who had a bit of a slow one as well as Pagano. Little bit of side-by-side action here. Jack Harvey trying to go around the outside of Colton Herta. Does go through. Herta tries to come back by coming to the inside. Not paying off this time. Herta backs out of it. So Jack Harvey goes back up through the field into 18th. Herta down to 19th. These two just come out of the pit lane as well. Power leads by over a second now to Ericsson, but it's 1.038. Sato pits then, goes out on brand new primary black tyres then as well as lapped cars getting out of the way as Jimmy Johnson just moving out of position. Daly down pit road as well, but right now Power leads 1.5 seconds to VK, so to Ericsson, and then a further 2 seconds to VK. Cars coming down pit road again. Lap 47 of 70. It's going quite thick and fast now as well on board with Dixon chasing down Rossi over what is now 13th place with Daly pitting, promoting the two up. Rossi 13th, Dixon in 14th, and they are closing down in the positions now right now to see if Dixon can actually get ahead and maybe get into the top 10. So Power finally decides to come into the pit lane after being circulating close to the fuel limit. If that caution came out, it would have cost him. O'Ward takes the lead, but Power pits, as does Ericsson and Pagano. So that now does give the lead of the race to Pato O'Ward. Ericsson having a longer fuel stop, indeed, a little bit more than usual, and gets out just behind Will Power. Power then will inherit the net lead on the track. Pagino still down pit road too. So O'Ward leads this race on lap 49 of 17. But for how long for as well? Then there is side-by-side drama once again as well, as Power gets passed by Santino Ferrucci in the 45 car down at turn 4, sends it round the outside. And now we've got Newgarden right behind Power as well. And Newgarden's on the attack on the inside. Power can't do anything. That's close. And Power gets set nearly into the wall. Newgarden goes through as we approach turn 8 and 9, where we had the crash earlier for Rosencrest. Pato O'Ward dives down pit lane then. Graham Rahal takes the lead for Ferrucci and Newgarden. O'Ward, who's currently in P4 now as he's dropping down 5-6 position as well. He's been passed by Power and Ericsson. Just holds off VK and Sato behind as well. That was a good, decent stop for O'Ward. Comes out actually behind VK. Which means he's got Sato barreling down on him just behind as well. Sato looking to the inside. Can't find a way through here. Not today, thank you very much, Shunny Jim. Tries to hold back on him as well. Very close action, very close drama. I'm liking the look of this one. Oh, and Scott McLaughlin's hit the wall coming out of the last corner. He's touched the wall on the rear left, just like we saw earlier on, actually. I think he did it as well, didn't he, earlier on in the race? And he's got a rear suspension damage now, so his left drive shaft's gone as well. The red flag was able to help actually repair it, but that is not great news at all, and he's holding him down now an awful lot, and that might not trigger a caution, but that's not great news at all. Newgarden down the pit road again, but once again, another terrible race for Scott McLaughlin after having a great one. It ends in misery. Pato O'Ward now trying to go desperately round the outside, trying to hold off Takuma Sato. Sato dives through. Sato goes down to P6. O'Ward down to P7. They've changed positions again. So Graham Rahal's coming to the pit lane then, put on a red alternate set of tyres. That has released Power, Ericsson and VK, separated by about 1.8 seconds between them now on the track. They're so close together. That has released them back into the 1, 2, 3 positions for the lead of this race. Power, Ericsson and VK attacking on lap 54.70. We're closing in now on the end of this amazing Grand Prix of Detroit. Battle on, race on, and it's going to be very, very well received, this race. What a track to race at here at Detroit, as Ericsson holds off on VK. Lap 59 then here of 70 at the Grand Prix of Detroit. Power is now being hunted down by Marcus Ericsson. Ericsson looking for his first ever win here in the NTT Data IndyCar Series. His first win off the top of my head since 2013. Because he never won anything in Formula 1, and he joined that in 13, maybe 14, didn't he? 14 Ericsson joined. So 13 would have been his last victory in the, I think, what would have been either GP2 or GP3 category back then. But still, Ericsson very much under attack now, very much consents the attacking dog on the back of Power. The Husky chocolate car is going to try and get ahead. But Marcus Ericsson out there in the Chip Ganassi Racing wants this win. Venus VK just behind him, Fred Carpenter Racing, but Will Power leads this race for the captain of Team Penske. And we are on now, coming up to the 60th lap, on with 11 laps to go of this race. And it is all attack, attack, attack. Non-stop action, non-stop drama on as we start the 60th lap. 6 tenths the gap between them now. It's closing down hard. 7 laps to go here at Detroit then, and it's still Power versus Ericsson. The gap now 0.789 out on the track. They are getting so close out here at the moment as well. This is what we like to see. Fun aggression between them all as well. Further back as well. Still trying to go for the move. I can't quite see who at the moment who's trying to attack here as well. I think we're seeing as we ride on board now. Side-by-side action down into the chicane as well. Sato dives up the inside of VK. Sato goes to VK. It was a lapped car in front who I couldn't quite see, as it was confusing me why they were in the battle with Sato and VK. So Sato to third, VK down to 4th place at the moment. My goodness me. So Power leads 7/10 of a second to Ericsson as the gap now starts to close in. Sato's 5.19 seconds back from the back here as Ericsson using a lot of push to pass on this last lap as well. He's pushing and Sato's under pressure. Sato under pressure again, but now he's got a good exit out of the last corner. And Dalton Kellett now, he's the number 4. He is the car in front. And he is holding up Takuma Sato an awful, awful lot. 6 to go here. Through 1. Dalton still in the way of Sato, not moving out of the way. Palou, Herta, Grosjean, Hinchcliffe, Kellett are the positions from 16 downwards, if you wanted to know. Sato goes to the inside, gets ahead of Dalton Kellett now to be lapped as well. So Kellett gets lapped out of the 25. He was 20th overall on the board. Palou, Herta, Grosjean, Hinchcliffe, Kellett. Then we get McLaughlin, Chilton, Hunter. Oh! And Romain Grosjean has put in the wall. Grosjean's put it in the wall and has brought out the caution with 6 to go. And that might just help Will Power. Liz, his wife, looks very much relieved about that. So caution out, 5 to go. And Grosjean right into the wall. It's knocked off the front right suspension as well. Well, where do we go here? Grosjean was actually looking quite good in this race as well before he's dropped down the order. Oh, and this is a replay now for Grosjean. Just went straight on into the wall, and that is not good news at all. Caution out then at the moment. And we've got a red flag. The red flag has been called. The race has been stopped with 5 laps to go here at the Grand Prix of Detroit. So 5 laps to go. Everyone coming back down pit road. This shouldn't be a long red flag, but it's now going to halt proceedings for a second time today. Grosjean out of the car. Okay, great to see. But race stopped, 5 to go. So another restart and a dramatic showdown on our way here at Detroit. But red flag out once again. So we're coming to the green. The caution flag's been put out, and Will Power's car is not restarting. There are 2 mechanics on, and Power's car's not restarting. I do not believe it. I absolutely don't believe it. So he's leading the race. He's 5 laps to go. They've red flagged it. They've brought it back out. Already a controversial decision to restart it, and it won't start. Kevin Lee is just talking in my ear from NBC at the moment, and he's saying that car will not turn over. The engine has died. The officials are having to get them all out of the way. They need to restart this race. The caution is coming in. I don't believe it. And they're pushing him away. I do not believe it. It is game over for Will Power. Marcus Ericsson gets sent through, goes around Will Power. Power is out. Marcus Ericsson now leads this race as they leave pit road for the second time today to restart after the red flag procedure. I don't believe it. Will Power cannot get going. It is game over for him. Wow. So the race is going to restart maybe with about 3 laps to go. But Power is going to fall to the back if they can get it restarted. I don't think they can. No, that's it. It's over. It won't turn over. It won't fire. Will Power is out of the Chevrolet Detroit Grand Prix Race 1. That is, and Liz, his wife, cannot believe it. We can't believe it. And Will's actually angry at the officials here for going to restart this race. He's angry, we're angry. Not the right call here. That should not have been this type of restart. Wow. So surprised. Here we go then, folks. It's time to bring the racing back to Detroit for one last time. 3 laps to go. Marcus Ericsson will lead the field as well from Takuma Sato and Venus VK. Sato to second. The racing can restart. The green flag is out and it's go again here at Detroit. Or is it? Yes, look at that. Sliding in the back as well as we come to the green. Ericsson was sliding so much to have the power. We're back to green here at Detroit. And VK goes for the move. Up the inside, forces Sato. Sato jumps out of the podium positions. As through goes Pato O'Ward. Back into third place as well. Didn't waste any time there, did he? Ericsson leads the race so far. They're all desperate to have the go. A diving on the inside. Simon Pagano forces Ed Jones out. And Pagano has a slow restart. Pagano doesn't get going. Through goes Ray Hall. Ed Jones gets held back now. Ferrucci's gone through. Pagano giving it all. Sliding backwards as well. Not paying off. Pagano's in trouble. He touches the back of Rossi. Pagano's hit the wall. Pagano's got suspension damage. He's holding now with Newgarden and Dixon left and right of him. He's holding the middle of the track. Back to the front. Ericsson holds VK and O'Ward. But VK and O'Ward battling over second place. And O'Ward sliding the car with all he's got so far. So close to action, so close to drama. Pagano must be out of the race with a punch at least. With him sliding around so much after touching the back of the wall. And Pagano not going to be a big fan now. Ed Jones cost him a couple of positions there as finally Willpower does get going, but he's last and 2 laps down. You just can't write this race. Jones passes Pagano. Pagano down to 11th. Not in the pit lane. 2 to go here so far. Wow. Coming up then to the end of this race, onto the last lap, Pato O'Ward is right behind Venus VK. VK has 9 seconds left of push to pass. He's going to try and make that go on Marcus Ericsson coming out of the last couple of corners. We are about to get the white flag, which means there is just 1 lap to go here at the Grand Prix of Detroit. White flag in the air. You see it there on the graphic as we've got now the final lap. Ericsson leads by 7/10 to VK. O'Ward closing up there as well. Can't seem to hold back as well. Sato has about 1.3 seconds. No, 1.2 seconds to Ray Hall as well. That gap sort of fizzled out as well. A day of 2 red flags, of multiple cautions, of multiple accidents as well. With Willpower not being able to restart this race from the pit lane, it now means that Marcus Ericsson, who was on the back of the Australian so much, is now going to get his day in the sun here at Detroit. Ericsson on course to win his first ever IndyCar Grand Prix, and he's going to do it here at Belle Isle. But who's going to finish in second and third? VK and O'Ward closing up together. O'Ward going to try and have a go on VK for second. Of course, O'Ward is thinking about the championship. But all eyes on the Husky Chocolate car at the moment at the front for Chimp Ganassi Racing. Sebastian Bourdais comes into the last couple of corners as VK defends from O'Ward. It doesn't look like O'Ward's going to get through. VK holds him off. But it's Marcus Ericsson who wins race 1 here at the Grand Prix of Detroit. His first ever race win. And they are delighted at that one down at Chimp Ganassi Racing. And what a race. Second on the board. Comes across the line as well. Not bad at all. Not a bad race here. There is your unofficial results. Ericsson, VK, O'Ward, Sato, Rahal, Ferrucci, Rossi, Dixon, Jones, Newgarden in the top 10, Bourdais, Pagano, Daly, Herta, Palou, Harvey, Hinchcliffe, Kellett, McLaughlin, Power, Hunter Ray, Chilton, Grosjean, Johnson and Rosenquist. The last 3 not finishing this race. What a race! Marcus Ericsson wins. Not a bad way to go. That's all we got time for. Race 2 tomorrow. Join us for all that. Marcus Ericsson, a race winner.